Hello, Fox musicians, and welcome back to the Music Den and the My Favorite Song project. We're working on part two of the project today, and as we did with part one, I'm going to walk you through how you can do this. First, you're going to put your name there, of course, and now I have added a pull-down menu where you can enter whatever class you're in. I'm going to pretend I'm in Mr. Davis's class for this assignment. Okay, part two is about terminology. Terminology is words that are specific to an area of study, in this case, popular music. And in the world of popular music, we have a lot of words that mean something very specific to popular music that they don't mean in other places. So I'd like you to define those words and also name the people who do those jobs when it's a job for your song. I'll start with the word producer. And this is a very easy thing to do. You can go to Wikipedia and do this. I don't know if you're allowed to do that in your other classes, but for me, I am fine with that. So I go to the Wikipedia page, I enter the word producer. I notice when I click it that producer has a lot of possible meanings. There are lots of different producers who have entries in Wikipedia. So I'm looking down through the list and I find that there is a record producer. That's what I'm talking about. And just right there, without even clicking on it, I can see a short definition of what a record producer is. It says a record producer or music producer oversees and manages the sound recording and production of a band or performer's music. Now, there are other parts to the job, so I'm actually going to click on that link. And now we see a lot more here. Now there's the picture of the record producer at work at a huge soundboard. The producer is choosing the levels of each of the different parts that play. And the way popular songs are put together with one track recorded at a time, the producer may be deciding which tracks to use, which versions of tracks to use, all kinds of things like that. But I'm going to go back here after I read about the producer, and I'm going to say something like person who decides on the final recorded sound of a song. That's enough of a definition, though I want you to use your own words, of course. And now we need to know who produced the song that I'm talking about. Remember, my song is Where the Streets Have No Name. So the streets have no name. There it is. And single by U2. Song by, okay, let's see. What does it say about it? Writing and recording, composition, lyrics, release, reception, performance, track listing. Wow, it's got so much information here. Let's see. So I'm just looking through here, and I might have to read a lot about it, but there it goes. Co-producer Brian Eno. He's very much responsible for the sound, but there are two producers. The other is Daniel Lanois. So I'm going to put both of those guys in there, Daniel Lanois and Brian Eno. I just learned something new about this song that I've been enjoying for 30 years. Two producers. I knew about Brian Eno. I didn't know about this other guy. Okay, so you're going to go on working your way through the whole thing, and you will find, let's see, arrangement. You need to have a definition of that if it applies, or even if it doesn't apply. Just look up the word arrangement in a musical setting. Lyrics. That's going to be an important thing for you to define for yourself. Lyricist. That's the person who writes the lyrics. And I happen to know, well, let's see, I'll go back here. And here we have lyrics. Inspired by a story, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so wow, there's a lot about that I didn't know. Interesting. Well, in the case of most U2 songs, the lyrics are by Bono, who is also the lead singer. U2. Oops. Anyway, I would need to define it first, but then I would have to put that right there. And as far as it goes to composer, typically, and this is stuff you can find if you have the album, composition, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't give me a lot of information here. I do know from the album liner notes that the composer of the song is the whole band. A lot of their songs are composed collaboratively like that, where they just work together to come up with the final version of the song. So after I've entered all those things, I will click submit, and that will come to me. And then I can check your answers and see what you came up with. Remember, this is a research project for you to do. Don't worry about points. I just want you to learn things about your favorite song and share them. And so far, we've had pretty good response on the first part of this. Keep at it, Vox musicians. Keep learning, keep enjoying these songs that you love, and